Many say that cats have 9 lives. Is that true? With this question in mind, today I decided to find out. I saw 3 kittens pressing a mother cat to the ground and rubbing against her wildly. From a distance, I could already hear their heartbreaking cries. I rushed over, only to find the 3 kittens clinging tightly to their mother. At that moment, the mother cat's eyes were wide open, her face expressionless and her body stiff. Her condition seemed very bad. Carefully, I moved the kittens aside and began checking the mother cat's body. I realized she was still breathing, though very weakly. Thinking quickly, I tried to wake her up, but no matter how much I called out to her, she didn't respond. Just as I was about to perform CPR, I suddenly saw her defecate all over the ground before passing out completely. To avoid touching the mess again, I put on gloves and quickly moved the unconscious mother cat to a clean spot. I immediately started performing CPR and chest compressions. Don't ask me why I was so skilled. I had searched for information over and over to make sure I was doing it right. There was still a glimmer of hope, even if it was slim. I worked as hard as I could, and onlookers watched with a mix of admiration and concern. Seeing that the mother cat remained unconscious, I didn't dare take any risk with her life. On top of that, the kittens were crying desperately for their mother. Without wasting time, I rushed her to the nearest pet hospital. Thanks to the efforts of the staff, she was finally brought back to life. However, her condition was still very weak, and she needed to be observed for a few days. In other words, I had to be prepared for the medical expenses. From the way the vet spoke, I could sense their doubt about my ability to pay. While the mother cat was on an IV drip, I also asked the staff to check on the kittens. Even though my wallet was nearly empty, I couldn't abandon them at such a critical moment. After making sure they were okay, I went to a nearby pet store and carefully picked out a cozy bed for them. I also bought some treats. A week later, I brought the mother cat and her kittens home. Gently, I used wet wipes to clean the dirt stuck to their eyes. Since they had been living on the streets without enough food, they were extremely thin, just skin and bones. Despite their small frames, each one was incredibly adorable. The more I looked at them, the more I fell in love. I placed them in a cage and provided them with delicious food. Watching the mother cat and her kittens eat happily, I felt a deep sense of relief.